What's up everyone, welcome back to yet another episode of Collecting on this channel. Today we're talking about all the video games I bought in May, and I somehow bought a lot, so let's get right into things. Now, unfortunately, we're in the position where collecting is the only consistency on this channel, and I do apologise for that. I'm really hoping to get more content out to you. I've just been super busy in my personal life, and that continues to be the case, but I do actually really enjoy making these little videos about what I'm buying every month. And in the previous episode, I actually mentioned that May was going to be a bit of a quiet month for me video game-wise. Well, that's not actually turned out to be the case. I've done pretty well this month in terms of gaming collection stuff, and I'm very excited to share them with you. We've got six games to go through today, which feels like a good amount. So we're going to get started with those, and yeah, I'll explain a bit of context. So basically, I've decided to ditch Xbox, or the current generation of Xbox. So I decided to trade in all of my Xbox Series X games and Xbox One games, keeping my 360 games. They're just up here, you can't really see them on screen. For the Series consoles, I really have just no interest in collecting those games, unfortunately. Just nothing is exciting me about them. There's no games that I'm like, oh, I need to pick that up. I'm not that interested. I kind of tend to play the Microsoft games on PC. So yeah, I sold those. I've sold my Xbox as well separately, and so yeah, with the money that I got from trading in the games, I traded them in at a UK store, CEX. Any of you, my UK homies out there, will know what that's like, and I got a couple of games with it. We're all Nintendo platforms today, nothing Sony at all Nintendo platforms, so let's dive right in with the Nintendo 3DS. And the first game I'm going to talk about is actually also as part of the Rayman collection. We got Rayman Origins 3D, the best version of this game. Just kidding, it's really not. Rayman Origins 3D is a full port of the original Rayman Origins game to the 3DS. Is it good? No, it's not a great port, okay? It runs at like half the frame rate, it looks really crappy on the 3DS screen, and I think some of the levels have even been changed or removed entirely so that they can fit this game on the system. I can't remember 100%, but I think that might have happened. The game itself is fantastic. Like, this is genuinely one of the best 2D platformers ever made. However, would I play it on 3DS? No. I would pick up any other version. If you have some kind of laptop or whatever, it doesn't even need to be a crazy good one, just pick it up on Steam. Do not play this version. It's really not very good. Inside we got the cartridge and the manual, which we love to see, but that doesn't make up for the game performing badly. I have played this through to completion. I actually had this digitally on my 3DS for some reason, so I was like, hey, time to get a physical copy. Wasn't too expensive. I think it was about £9 on eBay. If you wanted to play Rayman Origins on a portable system, there's actually a better way of doing it. First of all, if you've got a Steam Deck, obviously that's great, or one of those other PC portable handhelds. But the other one is this version, the PS Vita version. It's way better. It's actually like a fully functioning port of the game. It actually looks great on the PS Vita screen. The frame rate isn't halved, the resolution isn't rubbish, and yeah, it's like a much better version. It's even got co-op if you have someone else who has a PS Vita, which I know is a pretty rare thing, but if you do know someone else who has a PS Vita and a copy of the game, you can play multiplayer together, which is kind of cool. I don't really think I'm going to be revisiting this one at any particular point in the future, just wanted to have a physical copy for my collection. Let's move on. Next up on 3DS, the Metroid community has been through ups and downs. Now, the game I'm about to talk about came out before I was a Metroid fan. However, I still saw the fallout from this game coming out. I think the issue with this game was more the timing than anything. This game came out when there was a huge Metroid drought, and people were expecting a little bit more from the next Metroid entry, but instead they got Metroid Prime Federation Force. Now, this is one of the games that I bought with the traded in money from my Xbox games. I kind of just saw it in CEX, and I was like, I gotta get this. I've gotta buy this. I've got to do it for the bit, do it for the culture, do it for the memes. So I did, here it is. There's not even a manual! What is that? There's just like boring documents. Brother, ugh. And, on the back it talks about how there is obviously the squad multiplayer aspect of this game, and also Metroid Prime Blast Ball, baby! So at some point I might give this a try, because it kind of is, it's one of those intriguing games. To me it comes across like the Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. It kind of has that same energy to it, in that, you know, it's definitely a spin-off. It's a multiplayer spin-off of a good series. It's okay, it's kind of mid, but the problem with this one is right at this point when this came out, the series needed more than mid. It needed something good, it needed something substantial. And thank goodness it eventually got it in the case of Metroid Samus Returns. That eventually came out, but for a while this was it after, like, what would it have been? Like Prime 3, Other M, and Metroid Fusion. This, yeah, I could see why people were upset, to be honest, but I'm interested. Maybe I'll give it a try at some point. That's the next one in the collection. I saw it, I kind of thought, what the hell, so I bought it. So this next game is a game that I actually specifically hunted down on eBay, and it was one of the games that I bought before I traded in all those games at CEX. This was going to be one of the, like, 2 or 3 games that I bought this month. Is something that's actually been going up in price, especially since a sequel was announced very recently. Once again, for the 3DS, we're talking about Tomodachi Life. This is one of those games that I regret not buying when it came out, because I always wanted to give it a try. I just never got around to it. So now I'm going to be able to do that and give it a try on my Nintendo 3DS before the new Switch game comes out. From what I can tell, this is like a life sim. It's kind of like Animal Crossing meets Sims with Mii's. You can create all these funny, wacky characters and put them into this, I think it's like you put them on an island or something. And obviously with Tomodachi Life living the dream on the way for the Nintendo Switch, I really wanted to check this one out because I will be picking up its sequel on the Switch next year. Now, I picked this one up on eBay. I was watching a few copies because, as I said, the price was going up like crazy. I was seeing upwards of £50. Managed to get this one for around 40, which I'm pretty happy with. I think that's including the postage and packaging as well. So that's a pretty good deal. And inside, I don't know if I showed you already, you've got the booklet, the little manual, and obviously the game card as well. Very happy with that. So yeah, I'm really interested to give this game a try, give this series a try, because I know a lot of people who absolutely swear by this. I'm a big Animal Crossing fan, I'm a decent fan of The Sims as well, so I think for me it ticks all those boxes. I just need to give it a try. So there we go, Tomodachi Life for the Nintendo 3DS. It's also in the collection. And with that, we wrap up all of the 3DS games that I have purchased in the month of May. So without further ado, let's shove them into the collection. So next up, we have the Nintendo Wii. One of Nintendo's most popular consoles of all time. I think until the Switch came out, it was their best-selling home console of all time. So I got a couple of games for this. The first one I'll show you is actually from the CEX trade-in I did. I do still have a bit of money left over from the CEX trade-in as well, so I think you'll see some games in the month of June as well, potentially, that I buy with that CEX credit, because I've still got like over half. Nothing really stood out to me at the time. But anyway, the thing that did was Wii Sports Resort. Now, this is a game I've never ever played before. Wii Sports was definitely one of the games I played the most on the Wii back in the day with my family. However, I've never really played its follow-up because we didn't actually have Wii Motion Plus. I really wanted to give this a try because it has like 3 times the amount of sports in it, and they all look really fun and interesting. I know some of them were adapted into Nintendo Switch Sports, but the sheer volume of stuff in this game makes it really, really exciting. It's on Woohoo Island, which is really cool. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to own this. It feels like one of the best Wii games. Let's take a look inside. We obviously have the disc and the manual, both intact, in great condition on here. This one is in really good condition. That was the other thing that really made me want to pick it up as well. Sometimes with CEX, you really don't know what you're going to get in terms of quality. Once again, my UK homies will know what's up. But this is genuinely in really good condition, so I'm very happy with that, and I had to just pick it up as well. So yeah, the CEX pickups were Metroid Prime Federation Force and Wii Sports Resort. Very happy with those. Like I said, I've still got a good amount of CEX voucher left over, so we'll see what comes up in the future. So the next game I picked up on Wii, and this is the last one for today, it is an absolute classic. Now, there is a new game in this series coming out for me very, very soon, in like 3 days' time, that I'm very, very excited about. But I had to pick this up because the Wii was our family console, so I don't really keep track of many of those games. So a lot of the Wii games I have are games that I've repurchased. But this one, I just had to get it. I found a good copy online, and here it is, Mario Kart Wii. There's a couple of really interesting things about this box in particular that I kind of like. So let's walk through them. The first one, this Peggy logo. This is new, right? So Peggy used to have black and white logos all over boxes, but then they changed to the green ones, and then they're color-coded depending on the age rating that associated with the game. Mario Kart Wii originally came out with the black and white PEGI logo, so this is a more recent print of the game. This is later on in the Wii's life cycle than Mario Kart Wii was when it came out. And I guess it just goes to show how freaking popular this game was that they just had to keep printing it. Especially like this full box version. It's so surprising to find a full box version with the Wii wheel that was printed so late into the Wii's life cycle. It's really, really cool, and I kind of love that this is just a little bit more unique in that way. I saw this on eBay, so this is about £25 on eBay. Having the original stickers from the retailer game still on the box, that's both what these are. So the purple one would be exactly what the price was listed, like the full retail price, and then the red one was the sale price. So at some point they discounted this even further because, you know, they wanted to shift the units, and whoever bought this, obviously it worked on them and they bought it. And it does have the Wii wheel and the game inside, so let's go ahead and take those out. Let's do a little unboxing, I guess. So here's our game in great condition, over 30 courses to race through, very exciting. Let's open it up. Manual, disc, and as you can see, as I mentioned as well, yeah, there's the green PEGI logo, and we've also got the USK. Then we also have the Wii wheel in here too, so let's go ahead and get that out. The Wii wheel itself is in okay condition. I actually have one of these already, but it's cool to just have one that's in the box. I had loads of leftover Wii accessories, and we had a couple of Wii wheels. It's in pretty good condition. As you can see here, like it's in pretty good condition. Oh yeah, it's better than I remembered it being. The Wii wheel is the only time I'll ever play Mario Kart with motion controls. On the Switch, hell nah, we ain't doing that. You can come back another day. But on the Wii, it was definitely a good way to play it. It was good fun. And you know, when I was a kid and I was playing Mario Kart Wii, I didn't know you could play with just regular controls with the Wii remote and nunchuck. I had no idea, so I was obviously just playing with the Wii remote. It was a pretty good time. I think if I went back to Mario Kart Wii, which I do plan to do at some point, I'll probably use the Wii remote and the nunchuck, to be honest. But it's pretty cool that this was a control option. Mario Kart Wii itself as a game, it's definitely not my favourite Mario Kart. I think the balancing is a bit wacky. The blue shell in particular, it just felt like there were so many blue shells. But some of the courses in Mario Kart Wii are just absolutely fantastic. I mean, I've got to say it, I think the Rainbow Road is top 3 Rainbow Roads, maybe top 2. It is a fantastic Rainbow Road, and you know, they brought it back in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass, and it's fantastic there as well. It just has amazing music, it's tricky, it's fun. Yeah, it's a fantastic Rainbow Road. Moo Moo Meadows came from this game. It's just utterly fantastic. So yeah, very happy with Mario Kart Wii. Is one of the funnest games on the Wii. It's definitely not in my favorite Mario Kart list, but it is a good Mario Kart game. So that is all the Wii games for this month. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna add them to my collection. How cheeky. Ooh. Okay, and now it is time. It is time for the last game that I picked up in the month of May 2025. This is a special one, okay? This is on the Nintendo Switch, and it's something that I missed out on, that I found a really good eBay listing for, and so I was really happy to get this. So this is the limited edition of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for the Nintendo Switch. It comes with a steelbook and a cheeky little art book as well, and it comes in this really nice box, which I'm very, very happy about. So let me talk about it for a little bit, and then we'll look what's in the box, okay? So The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening is actually the first Zelda game I ever played. Not the remake version, but the original version on Game Boy. I played it on the Virtual Console, and that was my hook into the Legend of Zelda franchise. So I'm a bit newer to the Legend of Zelda than maybe some people would anticipate, but it is something that just hooked me, and I've been playing them ever since. That experience itself was pretty revolutionary to me. It was, you know, I'd never played a game like it before, and yeah, it's really stuck with me. So when they remade it for the Nintendo Switch, I think it was around 2019, it was pretty much a dream come true. I can even remember the Nintendo Direct where they announced the game, getting so excited from the first frame of the bubbles coming out into the water. Having that come out was fantastic. I purchased the game digitally when it came out because I was on holiday and I wanted to play it as soon as it came out. So I downloaded it digitally, and I've never had a physical copy, and I thought if I ever do get a physical copy of this game, I want it to be the limited edition. It's the first Zelda game I ever played. I want to have the fancy one. I've got to have the fancy one. I think the other Zelda limited editions are better. Like, this is, in terms of the contents of the box, it's pretty weak, to be honest. I don't care. It's a cheaper limited edition. It's not as expensive as like Tears of the Kingdom or whatever, and it's still cool to have. Still cool as a collector for me. And I think the presentation itself is really, really nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to head down to the floor and we're going to take a little look. So let's go down. Okay, so first of all, we have this kind of J card, which is really frustrating with limited edition things. And unfortunately, the copy I bought, you can see it's like been a little bit torn at the top there, but it's not a huge deal. But I am trying to preserve this J card, so we're going to put that to the side, and then we're going to take a look inside the box so you can see. And here we go. So on this side, we have the game itself. As you can see right here. I love this beautiful artwork. Now let's take out this this pamphlet. You can see this beautiful, beautiful artwork of the Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, and that's kind of like the that's the island with the windfish egg at the top, and Link just drifting on the plank of wood at the side there. And then we have the steelbook itself, which I love. This it's styled to look like a original Game Boy with the Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening cartridge inserted. You've got all your buttons. And if we open up, you can see screenshots from the original version of the game, which is fantastic. Meg, thank you very much for checking out and inspecting it for quality. And then on the back, you can see we have the cartridge inserted in the back, and that is the Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening cartridge. Underneath, we can lift up this and pull this tab out, and there we go. We have the Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening art book, which, let's just take it out and take a quick look. Oh, there we go, Christine's house. Look, and there's Christine right there. Fantastic stuff. Chef Bear, you got all the details on the enemies, all of the artwork in the game. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful artwork right there. That is just, it's just such an iconic piece of artwork. I just absolutely love it. What a fantastic game. Here's all the Link art, and you've got some of the original stuff as well, maybe for the cutscene too. So that is the Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening limited edition. And yeah, that's all the contents in the box. Just the back of the box has the owl artwork as well. So yeah. Let's head back up. So yeah, that was The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening for the Nintendo Switch. Very, very happy with this. And that's all for my collecting for this month. So that's the Switch game I bought. So let's get it in the collection. Let's go. Okay, and we're back. So that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We have gone through the video games I bought in the month of May 2025. Next month, June 2025, is a huge, huge month for video games. So I'm very excited for what the collecting video will look like next month. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to find out what I'm picking up. But that's all for now, folks. Did you pick up any video games in the month of May? I'd love to hear about it. What did you get? What did you pick up down in the comments down below? Where did you get it from? CEX, eBay, or where? I don't know. But as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these collecting videos. I'll see you in the next video. I hope that sounds good. Okay, bye.